You know, we all need to learn how to manage conflict in our relationship. No matter how good your relationship may be, there's going to be moments where there's conflict, there's maybe tension, and it happens in the best of marriages, and that's certainly not an indicator of a relationship that's falling apart. It's an indicator that there's two human beings that are trying to come together to manage something, and I think that's the key. But in order to manage conflict and not let it get out of control, blown out of proportion, I think one of the first steps is we need to know what the real issues are. And ironically, it's very seldom what we think the issues are. You know, one of the key platforms for the healthy marriage is, and we talk about this often on the blog, is trust. When you trust someone, and I'm not talking about the kind of trust that says, oh, I trust my husband. I know he's not having an affair. I trust my wife. I know that she's not unfaithful to me. That's such a low level of trust. We all ought to have that. I'm talking about the kind of trust that is there when you feel safe and secure, and you know that your spouse loves you no matter what. They know you, they accept you, and they love you. That your I guess we could call it maybe bad behavior will not be an excuse for abandonment. Now, I'm sure we can always take those things to illogical conclusions and really have real bad behavior that destroys a relationship. But I'm talking about the minimal things. I'm talking about being able to go, and this is who I am, this is what I'm struggling with, I'm having a bad day, or whatever it is, and knowing that the environment in the relationship is safe enough to be that so you can work through that. I think the key in making sure we don't swing to that illogical conclusion where we just are hateful, ugly people and we end up destroying relationships. I think the key is that we know that we're working through things, that we choose not to stay there. See, I can put up with a lot of things from a lot of people if I know the direction they're going is the right direction. My wife and I have this saying, it's direction, not perfection. And I know where we're heading in our relationship. I know where I'm heading in my personal life. I know where she's heading in her personal life. And I'll be honest with you, man, that makes up for a whole lot of maybe flaws that other people would see that we realize that's not us. That's something we may go through, but we're going through it. So we got to know what the real issues are. And I think that comes by understanding the platform, and I'm to tie this back around, I think it comes to the platform of most things are trust-based issues, and we have to cultivate this climate and atmosphere of trust in our life. Getting mad because your husband didn't take the garbage out is usually not the issue. It's neglect overall. That becomes the icon that represents that feeling of neglect, and I'm never listened to, I'm never paid attention to, which is an issue of trust. Do you trust that your spouse truly loves you and adores you and desires to be what you need them to be? So when you have that, man, those little things kind of go away. I hope this has helped, and I hope it helps you have a healthy marriage.